Good day, everyone. Welcome to the third series of Generative AI, or this pertaining upskilling session is entitled Using Generative AI in the Workplace. So we have our resource speaker for today's upskilling session. So we have Dr. Dave Marshall and Sir Russell Bashao for this upskilling session entitled Using Generative AI in the Workplace. This is intended for SU staff. So I will turn the virtual floor to Dr. Dave.
Thank you, Fred. May hapon sa tanan. It's a cold Valencia Fiesta afternoon. And may echo. And in the next 2 hours, I'll be sharing to you what's the relevance of generative AI to all of us, especially staff and personnel in the university. In the past sessions, in the past, in the past there were several sessions already, but we started first the session with the faculty, with the teachers, no? And then today, this afternoon, we tailor the discussion for staff and personnel so that you can appreciate what is generative AI in our respective workplaces. Because generative AI is not only for teachers, I'll tell you, teachers is only one of the component. In fact, in many industries, aside from the education, um, logistical, secretarial, and some other non-teaching field utilizes already generative AI to make the work more efficient and productive. Before anything else, let me share with you first some of the context. Let me so that okay. Let me share this. This is oh, nakamute na. Nakamute na. Okay. Hindi nakamutuhan. Okay. So let me discuss first with you the context of this, why this is included, why generative AI is included among the staff. This is in relation or in response to if you attended Dr. McCann's talk during the academic convocation, there were two highlights. The first highlight is the generative AI in teaching, learning, and operations. Okay, that means dili pwede nga may tayo. So isa nga dili pwede, no? Dapat appeal ka in the office of this generative AI. So, um, we made this framework for everyone in the university for the new revolution. So that you can also appreciate where generative AI came from, no? And why there is a need to integrate generative AI not just in teaching and learning, but also with operation. It's always proper to revisit the so-called transformation. In fact, when the university, during the time of Dr. Ben Malayan III, there were already innovations. And then there was transition when Dr. Makan came in. there was this massive upskilling before COVID. That's why we were proud that even the COVID, we are more than ready compared to the other university because we had a learning management system, we had a manual at that time, we started training our teachers and etc. This actually refers to transformative education. We are very lucky that we had precedent before that proactively you think that educational technology, ICT in general, could augment quality of education and our workforce. That is why long time ago, just very quick, long time ago, there was already e-learning. And this was the time that many teachers, staff, and some of our colleagues don't want to attend technology-related training because wala ra pang na puno na siya. No? Anyway, narin mga batanon mo health and etc. That was before COVID. When COVID came, mo na to, pwede na mo attend and etc. etc. So nang-attend na, no? Nang-attend na ta because we had no choice at that time. This was also the time that many teachers and even us, no, in the office, were also trying to reflect how to make our face-to-face curriculum and work operations translate into the COVIDized type of operation. So during that time, for sure, active mo sa email, okay? All your responses, puro email. And then, ambot, kung inyong na-maximize ang scheduling sa email, when to respond, ambot, na-maximize to nato, no? The use of Google Drive because all the requirements ipa-submit dito and everything. So those are part. Kato siya nga stage is actually called cybergogy. It is a pedagogy where we learn so many things via the internet. Okay? Then from there, niabot na ta sa COVID stage, muna ni ang time nga flexible learning to the limited face-to-face. Meaning from the full online, nga wala na kang sa opisina, and then ibalik na ta sa office, pero limited face-to-face. It was also the time na unsa man mo dawat tag-enrollees face-to-face or full online lang, and etc. Because that was the stage of the so-called limited face-to-face. During this time, there were two transformative innovations were introduced. Kaning gitawag nga pedagogy and the second one is the yotagogy. Mauning nasikat tong mga forum, mga Wikipedia, open educational resources, diri nasikat si Google Meet, nasikat si Zoom, under na sila sa pedagogy nga teaching and learning framework. Then may abot si Utagogy, coupled with Utagogy. Kaning Utagogy, these are activities include ani katong gina-introduce na sa Commission Higher Education katong gitawag og flexible learning. Okay? So flexible learning. Now, fast forward, we are now in the post-pandemic. So unsa naman pod ang mga teaching framework or educational framework in the post-pandemic? Ang tawag nga nila kaning gi-introduce sa university, we in fact we have a standing policy that technology-oriented on-site learning. So that means even if wala na ang COVID, no, in the long run, we will still continue on the utilization of technology in the teaching and learning. Maunang naapaghihapon tayo MySoul, maunang naapaghihapon tayo upskilling because the university wanted that we can maximize and we can utilize technology to make our work more productive and efficient. So with that, we continue. No, we continue to learn educational technology to be involved in our operations in teaching and learning. So, kaning post-pandemic is driven by the so-called kaning mga technology, hybrid and hybrid. Mas naman ang hybrid, ang combination nga siguro mag-meeting mo and then one of the faculty perhaps is not available there or you have a seminar in your department and then your speaker is abroad and then naay mga ingon-ani or naka-Zoom, hybrid na siya. Karon, high-flex ta, meaning at real time, we have participants online, they can see me also, they can see you, and you can also see them. So high-flex in real time, a combination. This is the highest form of flexibility when it comes to educational technology collaboration. Okay? So kaning mga post-pandemic technology is highly driven by the so-called fourth industrial technologies, no? So unsa man ang mga fourth industrial technologies? Mao na usulod si artificial intelligence. Na ani if nakadungog mo, Internet of Things, no? Internet of Things meaning tanan na lang connected to each other. Na atay smartwatch, no? Na atay smart goggles, na atay smart, tanang mga smart nga mga appliances, no? Smart TV, and so on and so forth. Nganong gitawag na sila smart? Because the appliance, the hardware is capable of connecting to the internet. Once it can connect to the internet, the hardware can collect data, can gather data, and can save data. Unang gitawag silang smart technology. So, Internet of Things. The other one is the wearable technology. Gusto mo ng wearable technology? Ito akong example, no? Na ana tayo mga smartwatch, na anay mga vest, na anay mga camera na wearable, and so on and so forth. Na mga pens na smart na sana. Tanan nga pwede ni mong masuot, madala. That is called wearable technology. Another one are robotics and mechatronics. If you notice, nakita natin sa mga mall, daghan ng mga machines, makabalo na mga directions, na mga robot. I visited some libraries mo na ato ang library karon ato nang i-transform kay we believe on the fourth industrial revolution. No, nani mga libraries na nana sila mga robot magtuyok-tuyok kay para mo manghipo sa ilahang mga libro. Soon, ingon na sa dato ang library, di ba? Kung mahumana. No? Because kung mahumana, because ingunana ato ang kadungan. That's robotics and mechatronics. Then, if you're familiar also, our Dean of the College of Law is promoting or advocating also the blockchain. No? Blockchain, big data analytics, Bitcoin, and so on and so forth. All of these, napaydaghan, no? All of these are called the fourth industrial revolution. And kani silang tanan, naka-affect ni siya the nature of the workplaces, not just the education, but especially in the industry. No? So mauna nga, atong i-appeal kitang tanan, not only teachers. Because for one, in fact, there are many literature that generative AI can improve operations, can improve workplaces in general. So I hope na as na to ang kuan ay pang maistra lang na pang researcher na ng generative AI, no? So this afternoon I will talk about one of the four industrial technology which is called artificial or generative AI. Okay? Generative AI. Together with me, si Russell. Nanong si Russell gid akong ipili because Russell is not a teacher. He is the manager of the Global Study Center, formerly staff. So, he can relate natong tanan unsaon paggamit sa generative AI in our trabaho, in our work. Okay? So, I hope you can relate. You can see the connection. Nganong naghimo gid mig special training for staff on the generative AI. Okay? So, that's generative AI. So, what do you know about generative AI? Isay nakadungog, pili. 1, 2, 3, 4. Asa ka, Ana? For our online, by the way, I forgot. Hi to all of you. Thank you for coming. We have around 30 participants online. In person, 2, 4, 6. There are 6 in person. Actually, I requested the Dean's Conference. If possible, your secretary can come on site because we will be doing some hands-on. No, but for those who are on your respective offices, I hope you will not multitask. Pero murag dili kaya, that is why naa sa office kay gusto mag-multitask, no? Gusto mag-multitask. But please kuan lang, siguro i-hap ninyo ang screen o unsa ni inyong ipang-respondan ng mga email or whatsoever. Sige. So, how would you rate your competency level in generative AI? Have you heard this before? Or you just hear this during the talk of Dr. Makan? Heard na. Sa movie. Sa mga movies. Oh, mga movies. What else? Okay, which one here? Movies? You have no prior or You have no prior work, prior knowledge of the topic, beginner, I've read or heard about it, but no practical experience. Maybe many, no? Many are the beginner. What about our online? Can you chat para siguradong engaged good? Ang kung nga tao ni kinsan na abi, basta igo ra minukdok. Bakit igo ra ni mulag milagin.
Oo, naglakaw-lakaw na.
Dahil lakaw-lakaw na. Ingon ang taga diri oh, na sir, lagin na sila lakaw.
Okay.
No? Sige. Wala yun. Okay, wala yun. Wala yun. Beginner. Si Sir God's will. Oo, kinahanglan din yung active Sir God's will kay kung saan sila sa office sa university that needs to adapt, no? The transformative library na to. Beginner. Namin. Naminaw si Mami. Guilty. Sige. Beginner. Dito. Sige So, all of us, or actually, this, kapila naman ni nako na to, siguro, nasa mga, ika-13 na ni siya nako na to about generative AI. And majority are actually in the beginner. No? Majority are in the beginner. But that's okay. That is why this is the intention. And this is the purpose. 2 hours is not enough to learn everything. My instruction to Russell is just make sure na kanang imuhang hands-on example, ma-relate nila in their day-to-day operation. Okay? So what I will do first is I will talk about what is generative AI. Para lang na may knowledge, para you can relate what does it mean. So what is generative AI? It is actually a branch of artificial intelligence. Kanang artificial intelligence is a field in computer science. Ang field, no? So branch na siya sa artificial intelligence. Na ay other branch ana kanang gitawag og robotics. Branch na siya sa AI. Kanang gitawag mga expert system. Branch po na siya sa AI. So generative AI is a branch of artificial intelligence that focuses on creating or generating new content. Again, nag-focus ni siya, mao ni siya ang AI nga ang iyahang trabaho is to generate og content. Unsa man nga content, daghan tanan, technically all type of content. Ma-joke, ma-love story, ma-about pamilya, tanan, iyan ang ma-generate, no? Then, when we say content, na ay forms of content. Kanang gitawag na ito, pinaka-popular text content. No? Kanang writings, muna text content. Another form of content is image. No, ng poster. No? Nagimutang mga poster at yung ipang post. Content ang tawag, ana, but in the form of an image. Another content na ma-produce sa Gen AI is music. Maka-create siya music. Siguro kamuhang na ay mga AI na mo-create na siya. Or maingon ka nga, create me a music nga pampatay niya. Kung anak ko ni siya. Or create a music para sa ako ang boyfriend, sa ako ang bana, sa ako ang asawa. Mo-generate na siya. And even videos. Noon ay mga AI lang nga kung butang lang kag mga text and then nag-enter ni mo siya ang bahala mo create ang video. Mo generate siya og content. Okay? So again, si generative AI would generate siya content not necessarily text but image, music, and even videos. That's how powerful generative AI. That is indistinguishable from content produced by human. Now, technically, unsa mo sila, it involves an algorithm. Algorithm means it's like a formula. Okay? It is a formula that we call machine learning. Machine learning is another formula that we try to mimic how human brain works in the computer. No? To simulate creative processes and produce original, take note, produce original, realistic output. Mauna ka ng mga generative, kanang mga content na generated by AI, better pa na siya than human. Ngano man, later on, ako siya i-explain nga nung better pa siya. Kaya ang human manggod, usara na imuhang una-una, si generative AI, daghan siya reference mangita na siya the most probable content na iyang ihatag nilo. Okay? So how it works? It used the so-called generative AI model. Never mind on this, but mauni mga programmers, mauni mga formula nga gipanggamit. Ang tawag na mo ana algorithm, supervised learning, and so on and so forth. We will not do that, but often it is based on deep learning architecture. Ang tawag deep learning, it means we try to mimic ato akong ingon. We try to mimic. When we say mimic, we simulate siya how human brain behave. And mao na hinuon pag-code dito sa computer program. So it's called deep learning architecture. It learn patterns and features from vast amount of training data to generate new content. So asa malinigikan ang data? Ang data sa generative AI, sir, like ChatGPT, is from the internet. All information available sa internet within a specific period of time, I think only until September 2021. September 2021, basta ka na nga data or information na sa internet na appeal na sa ilahang huge and large database. Ilan na nang ipangbalhin na butang na dito sa OpenAI na capture. Okay? Sige. In layman, para masabtan na to. Imagine you are training a dog. No? At first, the dog might not know any tricks. Di siya kabalo ang saon pag-jump perhaps, how to do all the jumping, no? And two feet standing. But with practice, it learns to follow command. That's how generative AI works. Because they are trained. The content given to you when you ask ChatGPT, those are trained data already. That is why mo tumingon ko it mimics how human thinks because they are trained based on the huge amount of data. So generative AI is similar, but instead of tricks, it learns patterns in data. After training, it can predict what might come next based on those patterns. Later on, ako pag hindi siya i-further explain. In this slide, I just want to demonstrate to you that deep generative AI is not an overnight task, an overnight research. If you notice, the generative AI was introduced immediately after when COVID was lifted. Okay? So na-timing ko to siya actually, and then nasikat, and then nagkagubot ang mga tao kay nananing generative AI. In fact, during that time, we blocked ChatGPT. Kabantay, once siguro mo kabantay, kaya wala mo access na niya. And then, nabalik na ko, no? Ato nanggi pa-access sa tanan ng ChatGPT. So, the research in generative AI started in 2010. Dugay na siya kaayo. No? Dugay na siya kaayo. And what does it entail? It entails that it went to rigorous time of research. Okay? So, this is the timeline of how ChatGPT works. We start June 2016 to 2019 up to now and so on and so on. No? So daghang mga activities nila na ako ning di-share para my point lang is generative AI is an established software. There's no way out to this. This is now the revolution. This is the new technological revolution nga wala na gyud tayo mahimo than to embrace it responsibly and ethically. That is why we created our generative AI integration at Silliman University. There were a lot of controversies. Google released also their Bard, but I don't like it. I just love ChatGPT. It's just all there. There were many controversies. In fact, UNECTAD created, there were global debate about this because, again, of the ethical and responsible use of this. There were many abuses. na ay mga periodicals nga naagaw naka-read ko nga there was an MA nagi withdraw from a university because they found out that the thesis was produced by a generative AI. No? So daghan na kayo mga issues. And then generative AI has an intellectual property problem. Generative AI is changing everything, but what's left when the hype is gone? And there were many legal cases also against generative AI. Questions like, what if, sir, how does OpenAI, the company, get the information, get the data? What if the data is not open? And do they find ways to break the login so that they can get the information? All of these are actually issues. But to me, let's not focus into that. That is infrastructural and technical in nature. That's not. Let's do away with that. Let's start from our own context, from our own offices. There were even research articles. Initially, miingon ang mga researchers nga, and even this large databases, journal databases, ingon sila nga, you can co-author ChatGPT. You just imagine that. Pwede ko nun mong i-co-author. Why? Because it can generate content. No? I personally tested it. I was able to create a full paper. It was only an experiment. I never shared that. How? Okay, I just feel it's really unethical. You just imagine if a student would know that, oh my God, at least ang ako, I just experimented it just to make sure, and so that I would know how to find this kind of work in this very unethical production. Okay? In the Philippines, wala pang huli actually si Pilipinas. So watch out, GPT is coming to town. Mon Ibrahim is a friend of mine. He's a former undersecretary of DICT, and there were already preparation by our industry. No, many of our I just came actually from Manila and I talked to some of the BPOs and they said they are really utilizing ChatGPT. Even to programmers, computer programmers, because ChatGPT can provide codes. Makahatag siya kung saan pag-program ang usa ka system. Okay? But it's not all about negativity. There were also mga organizations that they love and embrace ChatGPT and they were very thankful. Usa na ko ana, I'm advocating responsible use of generative AI. No, why? Because literature is also telling us that it improved efficiency in the work. It improves productivity of many workplaces. It improves turnaround cycle in the operation. Okay. In the World Economic Forum, there was also a debate on making sure that generative AI is maximized in our own workplaces. And that even in the church, generative AI, they also consider on how to use generative AI in the ministry or in the church operation. And even in the US, federal government issues new rules for public servants using artificial intelligence. In other words, they are creating policies and guidelines because there's no choice. There's no choice. We have to adapt on it. We have to embrace on it. But let's just have to make sure that we have this policies and guidelines. Let me go to the Philippines. So the Philippines, especially DTI, the Department of Trade and Industry, launched the National Artificial Intelligence Roadmap. This is a roadmap which made the Philippines one of the first 50 countries in the world to have a national strategy and policy on AI. This roadmap, no, this roadmap is achieving toward inclusive, sustainable, and resilient development. That is why our Department of Science and Technology provided so much fund in AI, in innovation, because our government acknowledges the value of integrating artificial intelligence in the workplace or in the workforce. Because based on research prediction, it can increase certain percentages on sales and productivity in the industry. Okay, so this is the roadmap. It's a thick book actually, and you can find many plans of our government of incorporating artificial intelligence in general. So research also ChatGPT can also affect research, teaching, and practice. There's a lot of um, literature into that. UNESCO also introduced their guideline, no, and guidelines for generative AI in education and research. I'll be attending also a policy making in the ASEAN in UNESCO next month, just to make an extended version of the guideline for teaching, learning, and operation in Bangkok. Next month. Kini ang pinakakuan. You know Harvard University? Harvard University offered a course subject na walay in-person teacher. Ang teacher is a chatbot. You know what is a chatbot? Kana bitang mo-type ka, then murag makikistorya ka, but it's not actually human that you are talking. It's actually just program conversation. No, para sa mga Cebu Pacific, right? Na sa kilid, usually makita na ninyo sa kilid. Kauna, diha sa ana during the pandemic, we incorporated a chatbot in our website. No, kahinundong pa ko with training niya na, but wala kayo ma-receive because learning technology and everything. I remember we had a training with all the secretaries also how to work with the chatbots, you know, how to respond properly and etc. So you just imagine that a classroom or a class in your respective department, wala na gi-assign nga teacher. Kay ang gi-assign na chatbot na lang. No? So what does it imply? So it implies that even big universities acknowledges the value of the generative AI. UP in the Philippines, University of the Philippines also announces that they are going to launch an AI regulation framework targeting privacy and employment issues. Okay? Targeting privacy and employment issues. So what it means that preparing schools requires a proactive approach that addresses both the technical and ethical consideration. Schools must develop its integration framework, policies, guidelines, and monitoring. That is why Dr. Macan pronounced really on the integration of AI because that's our intention. Yeah, the Dean's Conference already approved our AI integration framework that involve faculty, researchers, staff, students, and the larger community. Okay, and if you know also that our vision, our mission, and our goals at the university actually were revised, no? And then one of the goals there is world-class facilities, innovative systems, and processes. And that this AI is just relevant to the kind of changes that we have in the university. You know also that new term of our university, he actually mentioned that he will focus on digital transformation. Okay, so what we did, we started developing or conducting training, but many of those training are for teachers, no? So only this time lang na we want all will be involved. So this is our framework before we'll go to the hands-on. This is the framework in the university and pangitaa kung asa mo dapit diha directly. Okay? So this is the framework of the university. Our framework is divided into two, a classroom. That classroom, that is the teaching and the learning part. Okay? So I think na-predict na ninyo, madili na para inyo. Mauna para na ni teacher. No? So para ni teacher, and then mauna ning para nato. Yeah, the other side, which is on the operations and management. Okay? On the operations and management. So as part of the AI journey, as part of the AI journey, of this journey, AI has emerged as a transformative educational technology tool that plays a vital role in the classroom, administration, and overall campus ecosystem. Okay. Kuan lang, para sa Dantay idea, no? For the classroom side, for the teaching and learning, generative AI is to be used for content generation, or wala ang connection. Ah, Kota na daw, hapon. But my life nag-happen.
The same sa
Yeah, but I think it's gonna touch.
increase in
It's basa, basa. 7, 8, 2, 1, 1, 8, 1, 4. Meeting ko doon, 299, 299, 299,
Recording in progress.
Yeah, sorry. Share again. Yeah. So generative AI in teaching and learning is to be used as a content generator. It can also use for pedagogy for teachers. Sorry, for teachers, and it can also be used for research. And the last one, it can be used for assessment, formative or summative. Let me proceed immediately to to the office, how we can integrate generative AI in the office. The first one is we believe that generative AI is a good reference. Okay? It is a good reference in terms of tailored newsfeed creation, social media engagement, real-time updates, data visualization, automated content distribution, content localization, and content moderation. For example, if one of you here is maintaining the social media of your department or college, generative AI can provide you a captivating messages. Okay? And let's see Russell and you just have to make sure that you have very good input on what to generate. Hindi man pwede igo na kamaingon o post na. No? Dili. Ikaw actually, the content should be coming from you. No? And then mangita lang tag prompt, we have to structure our input. In other words, when I say prompt, our instruction to the generative AI on how to improve your content. That's the reference. For example, you need some material for your community extension. You don't need to go to Google. Just go to ChatGPT. Everything is there. Because if you go to Google, Google is just one reference. If you will go to ChatGPT and you inputted all of your requirements that you wanted to add, they can give you a more tailored information. For example, research like this. I need a reference about service learning, but the author should be coming from Asia. Don't give me a reference nga dili journal. Just give me a reference nga like this, nga gikandak sa Japan. Saka ikog reference nga, yun na, tanan. Just put everything, all your limitations. Pag press mo enter, muhatag yun siya content based on your limitation, based on your scope. Ug adto ka sa Google ana, it's difficult. Mangita ka kag asa binagsa. Diba? Another one, na-event ang inyong na-event about this, and then you need something like a description, no? Where to find a reference? Go to ChatGPT and ask, what is this all about? Give me idea about this. No? Generative AI can provide you maybe. Okay? Later on, Russell created so many hands-on for each. Another one is a generative AI in the office can serve as our writing assistant. Okay? I-acknowledge na to. Nag-prepare mo og minutes, right? Oh, sulat lang mo diha. Ayos sa pumunong nag-grammar. Sulat mo diha. No, minutes. And then run it. Improve for clarity. Then, napa na siya. Mag-provide na siya. Luna, correct, minuting. Diba? Dapat, there should be an adjournment. There should be this agenda. Complete. No? Basta kay sakto lang imuhang input. You will say, I'm a secretary of this. I'm writing a minute. Improve this minute so that it is acceptable following the framework and outline of minutes of meeting. Pag press mo enter key mo, indot na siya kayo. But make sure, di kung pwedeng igo na kami no? Prepare me a minute. Dili. All you have to do is to really go on in your work. Go on how you do minute. And then, siya na nang bahala magpalami, magpublicify of your minute. Okay? Kung nauna kang sa ganito in English, gayon ani lagi ko sila. Oh, okay. They can translate in English. Okay? Oo. Usahon ganini pag in English. Paano ulit pag in English? Ani? Hala, Tagaluga. And then inga dayan. I am a secretary in a high profile university and my kuan is blah blah blah. Translate this into English. Dili, nga pagyapon tayo trabaho. Mag-improve lang ang iyong trabaho. You can work more. Ay wala naman, instead na sige ka gano'n, unsa man ito English, ani, ha? Sakto na ba ka yung grammar? Maulaw pa ka pagawas, kaya sa ating waling grammar. Correct to. Correct. Sakto ba niya ko ang grammar? Basa-basa ako. Maglibog ka, sakto ba ni? Dugay pa-release, mangayot na ng din or anihin. Di pa ito ipagawas. Ma'am, dapat ito gitiwas. Pero gano'n na pa na grammar. No? Dahil pwede kang maingon nga how to cite, no? Properly. But that's really more very academic. But in your work, it can really serve as a writing. For example, natin mga estudyante in Chinese, and they would have a problem in talking to you. You can tell them, can you type here? Can you type here? And then you go on in English na. O di easy ninyo masabtan. Di ba? Rather than manikamot pa kag, sa to, English ko. Wag mo sabot. No, that's a writing assistant. For example, email. Kani siya no email. Ayun, suguon ta sa boss. Doy, paliw ko reply, pero pantay ha, kay kanang kanak siyang tawanan, isubro ba jud na siya, kinahanglan kung nindot ay mo ang pagka-email. O di, ChatGPT, this is the email of our client. I wanted to reply. Make sure you reply. This is the draft of my reply. Please improve this. Make sure it is respectful in nature. Make sure that when you improve this from the perspective of a secretary, make sure that blah blah. Press enter key. Wow, mura dili na ikaw. No? So, that's really true. No? That's really true. Sometimes, even ako din ganit, no? Magkuna na juga. Kung saan pag-attack sa choice of words, especially if your partners, medyo sensitive, inana ba? We have to take ba yan, no? Especially if international, they have different ways of constructing their email. Diba? So, yun na, ako naka-try ko. I am going to respond to a Muslim counterpart, but the topic is about this. And in the Philippines, this is sensitive. So this is my job. Improve in such a way that the reader is 40 years old and that in this like this. Enter key. Wala kung Dave Marshall na pagkasulat to. Ako namang di-edit, ako namang di-modify. But making sure that everything is presentable. Okay, that as a writing assistant. Content summarization. 10 pages. Tagaan mo document 10 pages. Dahil paling kong summarize ani day. Dahil paling kong summarize ani day. Sabi sa mama, ako pwede pa summarize. So, ako kung ipag-summarize, ma'am. Mga o na lang po. Kung sa dito, no? Summarize. No need, no? All you have to do, ay option, if you have the hard copy, scan, no? Scan, and then mo summarize na ang generative AI. If you have the soft copy, all you have to do is to copy and paste, and then you said, summarize this in 200 words. Summarize this in 200 words, no? Or summarize this in 1 page. That's writing assistant. The other one, example na ko na siya, paper, and then summarize na siya into mga yunan, no? What else? Organizing. A generative AI is also helpful in scheduling our tasks. No? I tried this. That was the day before. I scheduled. Diba? Pwede na siya. I have only 3 faculty. We are offering 7 sections of Filipino 1. Make a schedule that will, number 1, no conflict of teacher A and B. The time should be 3 to 4 p.m. There should be 1 hour and 30 minutes. The pairing of our days is Monday and Tuesday. Just put everything you want there. Enter key, may din siya. Teacher A have one like this. Teacher B has this. Teacher C has one. Okay? Nice. Another event. Wala, ipa-event og international service learning. No, dahil mo ito program dahil. Mo ito program dahil pero ayun na balik-balik yung manay mo. Pwede mga style, mga another pakulo. Oh, pangutanan ito. I am a secretary of this. We have a visitor from Japan. We have an 8-hour event. Suggest a program that will include all like this. Make sure that the program is having fun. At the same time, the objective is to be achieved. Make sure that there is a 30 minutes break in between. And make sure, just put everything there. Just if remember, they can learn. The more you talk to generative AI, they can learn. So more input you will be added, more data that you give to the generative AI, the more they can learn. No? Dili ka pwedeng igo ka maingon nga, make me a program ugma. Dili na. You should input ang technical term prompt. No? Prompt na in layman term input, unsay ato ang input. In other words, unsay atong isugo. No? That organizing. You want to on how to, for example, dahil palihog niya po ka na bisita pero i-entertain siya na siya, ha? I-entertain siya na all about cinema, like this, niya, hey, gusto man kang unique style. You just ask generative AI, I have a visitor, I have a visitor, we only have 30 minutes, and this is our building, how to divide your schedule so that enjoy ang 30 minutes. That's organizing. Okay? The other one is reporting. Gini siya. I think all of us, no, especially in the office secretary, support staff, sige kita og report. Di ba? And then madugay malangan tas report pag compose. Di ba? Pwede ko naman bullet. Padali ra. Katawa na dahil okay. Pwede bullet ra, item. And then activity, pila ka participant, pila ka book me attend, boring. All you have to do is like this. GPT, I am a secretary, I'm writing a report for an activity called service learning in. Service learning. These are the data. How many attended, who are the speakers, who are this, what they do. Bullet lang. Pwede na mo enumerate, butang ang kama and everything. Press enter key mo with all the matching description. Siya na yung magpahiluna. Siya na yung magpahiluna on your report. Even your table. ChatGPT, this is the table. Table ba? Dahil kong enrollment figure. Diba? Dahil kong enrollment figure. Wala na naman pwede ginagmay description gamay. No? Okay. Para dahil ko lang report. The ChatGPT, this is the table, describe the table. Then you can make the report. Okay? It can prepare data, it can analyze. If you go really into the sophisticated reporting, it can do some predictive modeling. Kasi for example, even kanabitang kita ko mga article, tardiness of a teacher. Gi-input niya tanan sa ChatGPT ba ito? Gi-input niya tanan. Okay. Predict anong mo absent ang sa prediction. Predictive modeling. So makapredict siya based on history. Right. No? So that one. Real-time monitoring. Kani siya applicable lang ni siya kung natin mga subscription-based. What we're going to introduce to you later are just free generative AI. No? Free lang kay para from our own context, no, hinay-hinay lang ta before we can learn the sophisticated one. For example, this one, in your reporting, dahil mo yung slides, wala dyan kay time, no? Ako nga na kay content, just put your content, inig okay ni mo na kay slides. No? For example, lang siya. Okay, there's a lot, even video. No? Video documentation man, mga event. Oh, di na mo kinahanglan, sir. Hindi kabalo ninyong produce og video. Dili naman. Di mo lang kag content. Na lang kay content. Na lang kay all mga pictures. May na. O, imo na siya i-upload. Make a 3-minute video. Perfect.
Goodbye, PF natin.
That's really true. Di mo na magkamukuha PF, no? Dili na kamukuha professional token. Anong yung to that? Kaya ikaw naman. Ang imo na lang, ma'am, is really mag-create ka. O, in fact, na ako yung mga storyboard creator ng mga AI. Meaning, imo lang i-input is your report. Alam mo ka itong report, dahil sa mga imong report, eh di i-input nimo to from pagka-improve from ChatGPT, ningon naka, this is my draft of my report. Improve this for clarity, improve the grammar, etc. Click enter. Pag enter mo, gawas, very nice report. O, kato na pa yung imo video. So, imo na po ito i-upload in another video maker AI. And then, this is my content. These are the photos. Make a video. So, dili na pa mag-token. Ha? Report lang daan, ma'am. Di ba? For sure. Okay. So, for sure, while I'm telling you this, siguro at the back of your mind also think about ethical consideration. Diba? Ethical ba na siya, sir? A lot of those, no? That is why we have this framework because we want to make sure that everyone is oriented and everyone is trained and educated about responsible use of generative AI that is ethical and acceptable according to our norms at Pilipinas. Okay? So, pinaka-importante really is on because AI integration comes with responsibility. Okay? It comes from responsibility. I shared with you about the minutes. I shared with you about some content generation. At the end of the day, imugid gihapon na siyang basahon. Dili pwede na, okay, ChatGPT, these are my content, improve this, copy and paste, submit. Dili ka pwede. You have to read also because some content, if you have a poor instruction or input to the generative AI, it will also give you a very generic output na may not be applicable in our setting. Okay? For example, Igor ka mangingon na, make me a report. I'm a Secretary of Service Learning. We conducted service learning. Ang iyang ihatag generic na report. But if you will say, I am from a university, Siliman University in Dumaguete, you are accepting, we are hosting 20 students, Japanese students, they are here 7 days. According to the evaluation, they are happy. Make a report. Di ba? So, nagulo-gulo gihapon ka actually. I-contextualize ka gid nato. Ang importante lang is ato lang gihapon basahon. No? Nga naman, for example, kanang yung ani mga joke-joke naman sa opisina. Siyempre, yung mga office mate kay labaya ka, the way they write, the way they compose, o di ba? Paglantaw, kabalo jud ko, ChatGPT, dili na ikaw change it. Di ba? So, you have to contextualize. Because sometimes, it will reflect No, it will reflect you, and especially if the people knows you, may lagi naman ikaw, nalahi naman ka. Murag, nindot na dyan ni kayo mo, pahiluna na dyan, pala kung hindi ka pahiluna. Okay? Another one is you have to validate, especially in the content generation part. For example, nangayon kag reference, no? Provide me a reference, provide me some content all about public governance that related to our scheduling or whatsoever. And then I provide si ChatGPT. Dili pwedeng mauna na siya diretso. You really have to validate it somewhere. Because again, if poor ang imuhang input, maglibog pa na siya. Kaya ang nahitabo ang gudana, for example, nakay pangayoon, mag-prepare na siya, daghan kaayo na suggestion. Ang iyang isuggest una is the most probable, meaning according to formula, the most probable output. So iyan ang ihatag. Pwede pagbasa nimo ay di jud ni stop, regenerate. Later on, among i-demonstrate. Maka-regenerate ka. Meaning, there's something wrong kay mo di jud ni mao ako ang gusto, you really have to validate. So it means that pag validate nimo kulang jud ni di jud ni mao. So think na sad unsaon nimo pag-instruct ug maayo para it can provide the information you want to generate. Okay? So validation is very important. Cross-functional, bias, mga feedback, quality, etc. And then, of course, responsible use. No, being responsible, it is always in any technology, it is always coupled with the responsible usage of the integration. There are a lot of framework which later on we have a separate seminar for ethical and responsible use to that. We cannot put that here. No, natay separate seminar nga ethical ba ni, no? Ano sa man mahimong an ethical secretary, kung kaning content iyang gihimo, kung kaning image, inana, no? Ano sa man tamo makaingon nga you are a responsible generative AI user and etc. So I invite you to that workshop. And then, nganong ato ning ipangbuhat because we want to increase productivity. All of us teachers, staff, faculty, researchers, we wanted to integrate generative AI because we want to increase our productivity. Parte ingon ni Sir Axel. Wala ang kahimo, dili jud na tinuod, sir. Madugangan, daghan pag mahimo because of the generative AI. Nga ay mga task nga laborious nga pwede man nga ato nang ihatag to digital assistant like generative AI. For example, kato akong gimin, minus kita competency on making videos, di ba? Or minus kita competency on how to beautify a slides. Di ba? Dry kayo jud imong slides. Sige sa ako, hindi pa agi ana ko para magwapa-gwapa ko na gamay ato ang PowerPoint o taputan na diretso og image pero wala ka colorful. Walang ka synchronize sa team. Inana ba? So, instead na ka na, mag-uol pa ka, magkuhan pa ka kay dugay na human ka. Simple minute lang, no? Ako makarelate yung wala pa, sir. Sige, pagtutok ko, gawin sa pa. Ganun na, pagsakto baka ni grama, whatever. Sige, so, another one is personalization of the learning. This is actually for our teacher, no? Because in education mongod nanay gitawag karon nga kind of intelligence they have, we should be able to provide them teaching strategies that will suit to the kind of way that they can learn, called personalized learning. Then engaging learning experience and better customer service and support. No? Especially to us, responding email. Responding email. Pwede kaingon ani email, and then you drafted a reply. Kaingon ka sa ChatGPT. This is my draft of the reply. Do you think this reply can answer to his inquiry? Improve. Suggest na siya. this is how to improve so that maka-reply ka. I mean, matubag ang gi-reply sa inyong client or sa tuang mga partner or stakeholders. So it can improve customer service. It can improve support. There's a lot, no? And then engaging innovation or embracing innovation, as I mentioned, Silliman University, part of our goal is to provide an innovative environment. Okay. So how do you feel about the integration of AI? Extremely enthusiastic, optimistic, cautious, skeptical, resistant. Diba? O, kung paminahon yung online just to make sure, no, nagalakaw-lakaw. Sige, online participants. Wait, how do you feel about the integration of AI in teaching, learning, operations, and management? No? Extremely enthusiastic, optimistic, 3 cautious, 4 skeptical, 5 resistant. Optimistic, si Sir God's will. Paminaw din na si Sir God's will. In charge mo din na siya sa cognitive library. Sige. In the remaining hour, the Russell is preparing exercises and activities so that you can appreciate what we are talking. So in the remaining hour, we will talk the other part. No, we will demonstrate how we can use as a reference. This is the schedule of the eye. If you are interested to attend issues and concern, that's October 24th, for issues and concern. Because there are some activities also that you need to learn. As support staff, as a secretary, administrative staff, on generative AI. Okay. So we will look at on here. We will demonstrate how to use generative AI as a reference, writing assistant, and then organizing and the reporting. Okay. So while preparing, while Russell is preparing, just make sure you have your su.email, su.edu.email. Okay. If you have that, you need to activate. Okay, ChatGPT. Okay. You need to activate your ChatGPT app.
Explain nila while we go.
For our online participants, you just try. You can actually go to. You can search ChatGPT. It should look like this. In my case, I already have an account. You will see something like this. You can transfer it.
Share screen. Share screen.
Dito ka.
Hindi na mag-assist.
I-activate, use Google to log in kay para ang inyo nilang account ang delete.
Okay, so yeah, na-share mga questions. Just and then yes, malayo din na siya og cellphone number. Wala mo lang cellphone, reply skip ba? Wala skip. Wala skip. So now you have kung ano mo siya, game or something. So now you also you need to answer the puzzle. For example, ganun ka bang money? Yes, yes ma'am. I-rotate mo siya. Yes, yes ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Kani dapat kani siya same dire.
So, makabantay mo pinili sa ChatGPT, that is to know nga dili mo computer, dili mo ba. Yeah. That's why, kung tumurag sa yun na kayo mapasok, it's designed to confirm that we're humans. So, nakamakuha.
May I request for our online participants, you can start signing in the chat GPT, and then log in your, or you need to fill out the necessary field in creation of your account in chat GPT. So you can use the institutional email or you have your personal email. So for our online participants, then you can open any browser. So recommended is you can use Google Chrome and then log in your SU email or your personal email account. And then there is a prompt that you need to have. You need to fill out the registration part. This is in preparation for Sir Russell's demonstration in how to utilize ChatGPT as a generative AI in the workplace.
Kung na lang mag-on. Okay. For the online participants, were you able to follow or were you able to create your chat GPT account? Anyone, if na pa mo? Tara. Sige. Yes, okay. Sige, sir. We will continue. Sige. Try to say hi to chat GPT. Say hi. Okay, I will also demonstrate it here. Okay, hi. So muna na, reply siya na yun. So, masyag na may ka-chat. Yeah. Yes, oh. So kung kamura o siya sa office and ma-board mo, kabalo na mo unsa. Actually, yeah, example ka na. For example ka na, no? Kanang example, ma'am. I'm bored. I'm bored in the office. I'm alone. I need to, unsa ma'am? I need to do something. Tell me a joke daw, yun si ma'am. Actually, pwede siya. Anong joke ato? Sige. Of course, I'd be happy to tell you a joke. Here's one for you. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. That's nerdy. Actually, okay. So since AI is not really a human, dili siya maayo kayo kuan humor. So you have to condition it to pretend as if it's a comedian. Let's say, for example, You're a very famous comedian. Tell me a joke. So magning ana siya, no? Don't give me nerdy jokes. Anong nagsugotag jokes, ma'am? Anyway, dili siya. Dili siya angay sa humor for the Filipinos, no? It's humor ni siya sa Western humor and medyo nerdy. Anyway, ang atong purpose diri is to make it a tool for to be productive in the office. No? So let's try. First use is information retrieval. Let's try to ask a topic na curious mo about sa inyong work. Like, what is this and what is that? And then ChatGPT will explain it to you in a way na makasabot mo na yun. So first, try to ask ChatGPT a term related to your office. Like, example, is uy. Sige. What is service learning? Ito. Okay, so I tried no kay service learning. Service learning ni siya. So ni-explain siya, it's an educational approach that combines academic instruction with service. Pero, murag, medyo broad pa kay siya. Let's try to narrow it down. And then try to simplify the explanation just like this. Okay, explain it to me as if I'm a high school student. Okay. Ano siya, hindi siya mag-scroll. Okay. So sure. You're okay. So service learning is like special kind of school project that helps you learn, do good to your community at the same time. Here's how it works. So gisimplify niya ang terms para digestible sa iyang audience. Okay? You can even try saying this. Explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old. A 5-year-old. Sige. So, mas maba yung explanation. So, service learning is like when your friends help clean your play area and also learning fun things. So, examples sa work, di ba, gataras. Depende sa engagement, di ba? Like, different people in my community, different demographics. Like professionals, sometimes like kids, sometimes na ay people from the hinterlands. So, pwede mo siya i-request sa ChatGPT to make a certain topic to fit a certain audience. So, dili na mag-lisod si Ma'am Mercedes nga, isa ko niya ba-explain sa mga bata kung isa ng service learning. So, here it is. Sakto ba, ma'am? If you will try to check kung sakto ba ang definition sa ChatGPT.
It will be a good friend.
Yeah, it's like.
And then you learn.
Yeah. Oh, they.
So, from the new help,
That is service. And fun and learn. And learning.
okay, sige. So from the,
Um,
ipamute. Sige sir, wait lang. Klaro. So, that's how you retrieve information from ChatGPT. And if you want, try to share screen ko anyway. Sige, so people here, ma'am, would you like to share to us yung sa inyong video sa ChatGPT? Sige, ano sa'yo mo i-ask, ma'am?
Importance of studying pharmacy.
Yeah, the importance of studying pharmacy in the Philippines. So not siya be so yeah. Okay, about healthcare and then yes, you can actually tune it ma'am nga para dali siya nimo ma-explain to let's say new senior high graduates. Kaya mo ba nimo target, diba? Pwede naman siya i-chat si ChatGPT na. Can you make this appealing to senior high students or new senior high graduates? Appealing siya the definition of the importance of pharmacy, studying pharmacy in the Philippines. Sige ma'am, try. And also our participants online, please try to apply filtering or requesting ChatGPT to define something na mo fit sa demographic sa imong audience. Mga professionals ba sila, mga college students ba, or elementary, or miskin 5-year-olds. Sige. So since in the topic of kanang BS Pharmacy, studying this BS Pharmacy in the Philippines, and make it attractive to our using high graduates, let's try this one, ma'am. Okay. I am a secretary of the BS Pharmacy. I need to make an advertisement to encourage new senior high students to study BS Pharmacy. I will be posting this online. This will be created. How do you want to advertise your this pharmacy course? Do you want it to be intriguing? Do you want it to be encouraging, or you want it to be like Russia? Makadali or yes, kana siya. It's sometimes no, maglisod ka English, di ba? Pwede na to na siya. Maliit. Kanang makadali ba? Dali. Makadali. So you will be amazed no na ChatGPT actually understands Bisaya. So kanang times nga kapoy na klaro. Pag listen jud ka in English, yeah. paglibot mo ka kung saan pag-inis yun, and then here comes for a work of healing and opportunity in this pharmacy, at, of course, your university, the national expression why choose this pharmacy in Silliman University.
In spite of may na ilang possible lang, possible.
Okay na.
Okay, okay. Sige. So as we go along, no, makita tagdilid mo, pwede na to siya i-edit actually. Pwede na to siya i-edit, say, the name of our school is. So, yan ang input dito. Yeah, okay. So, yun. So, katong kanina, medyo na template. Template siya, di ba? So, name of your school. So, mo siya command, the name of the school is ita. Diretso na niya plug in dito ang information kung asa siya dapat sa
Ano na po siya, ma-edit mo.
Yes, ma'am. Edit na siya as soon as you kanang yung siya command ito kung sa inang hindi pa
Kaya
sa niya.
I like that, like that line. Pwede po ito. Copy paste na lang dito.
Yes, hindi siya nga during your copy pasting dito nakamaganda lang. Or, for example mo, appear mo good sentence nga, ay placeholder and repeating na iyang mga information. Like, for example, yung name of your university, katagal mo siya sulat. Medyo sometimes miss mo na siya, di ba? So, yun na siya, input na rin para siya na lang mas magdaan. And then, no. So, kana. So, let's assume na okay na taani. So, pwede na rin siya i-post on Facebook or sa mga social media. But actually, you can still refine this one depending on how you want to convey the information. So, kana. So, atong kwan kanina, make it more makadali kung ano sa mga. Sige. So, kana no. So, of course, natay mga email ko sa ang mga prospect na participants. Of course, kanina itong di mo Facebook post, dili na mga itong email, kaya lahi na siyang format. We can also do the same here. Okay. I also need to write an invitation letter to prospect students for the BS pharmacy. What's the requirement for the BS pharmacy degree, ma'am? So the requirements are graduate as teacher. Unsa pa mga let's
Like an average 85,
okay, no grade
85.
below 85. That's why ma'am put a lot of information here kana as we take also kinahanglan. They can email us. They can email us at 100 for call us at 420-1101 local 565. Our department head is kinsa dito no? Nor Hilmina.
Any lang Ras kay 421 na Ras.
Okay. Sige.
We have to manage.
So for example, kana, let's just assume nga muna na tanan ang information nga i-feed sa chat. Then make the letter engaging. And persuasive. Okay. So ChatGPT will draft the letter for you. Dili na kailangan mag-think for the invitation letter. And then let's review kung sakto ba yung ikonsulte niya. Okay. So dear future pharmacy leader, I hope you're writing Suleiman your advice, talented, okay? So we believe that we have the potential to excel in dynamic field of pharmacy. Dayon, cutting edge education, hands-on experience, endless opportunities, expert faculty, and then graduate. Then, so dili no, nabutang po niya ang atong gi-indicate nga requirements. So he was able to put it inside the letter, integrate it in our semi-advertisement letter. So kana. So kana, letter writing and then also contact and then another one kay medyo kulang natong time. Let's try to see if about reporting. Try na to reporting. So, it's really short. Nakita ba? Okay, sige. Let's just assume na natay data ganinani from our boss or from one of our events and then another registration form. And we want to summarize the report. Of course, pwede siya sa Excel katong like making charts and then pwede din siya i-count and katong mga paste. One, i-paste kani sige. So let's assume nanakay data, Excel. Pwede naman siya i-mon on yourself, but kapoy na. I mean, wala na kayo time. The deadline is tomorrow. So ChatGPT, I have this data, and I need to make a summary of this. Okay. Wala rin siya gibutang conditioning. Then kato yung Excel file, yung mo siya i-paste and enter. Oh, too long. Sige, atong putlon, usually manggod, i-denied limitation.
Because if we are just using free
Initial limitation. Okay, so let's cut it. Okay. Let's assume na dito ra tama ng atong data.
Excel up at zero.
Because of confidence, that extend registration.
Sige. So, let's assume na dito ra tama ng ato ang data, no? Actually, pwede naman siya dungagan. Pwede naman ino sa ChatGPT nga. Actually, I have more data. So, pwede naman siya kuhan. A large database. Okay. Sige. So, mula ni siya. Yan lang i-summarize, yan lang i-count para nito. And then, that, okay, summarize. But you still need to write a write-up. I need a descriptive. I will be these comments. Need to discuss. Sure. Employment actions. So, ni-request ang descriptive report. Kato ganina, iya harang i-count. And then now, there's your description. So, of course, as a human being, no, ikaw ang mo-check kung sakto ba ang interpretation. Then, pwede na mo siyang like, pareho na to ganina, like, make this make this information understandable to certain demographic. So kato ganina akong gibutanan, this is for the needs conference for our employment actions. Kumuni siya ang gihatag ni ChatGPT. Okay. So far, any questions? Pero something interested ninyo na ipahimo kay Murag.
Na issue sa
Issue.
kauban diri ba? Ipakulta man kanong plagiarism.
Copying. Yes, actually, ChatGPT, sir, it looks like this where naturally certain word and then mag-predict lang siya kasi sunod na so, minang kailangan lang siya nabutan words na we need it for this demographic, like for senior high, kaya para ang katong words nga yung gamiton for senior high ang magtanan. So, muna siya.
That is why it's a long discussion. We have a separate workshop to that. When to be ethical, not ethical, when you can be sued for plagiarism or not. The pinaka-importante lang is you just have to make sure that the content formation is coming from you. That ChatGPT simply assisted you to improve what you have formulated.
Na yung mga answer, di ba, mga applications like Turnitin or mga AI detectors. Na siya eh.
Yes, in our My Soul, it can detect if that is generated by AI. So if the content is generated by AI, there are educational tools that can there are tools that can generate content. There are AI tools that can generate content. There are also AI tools that can detect if the content is generated by AI. So, ato ang My Soul, if nagamit ato ang mga teacher naa sa submission setting, if ilan ang iset, makabalo ang teacher kung if that is generated by AI.
Pagkulo atong faculty anak, sir.
Well, kabalo silang tanan. We made sure that we introduced that to them. Depende kung ginagamit.
Okay.
So maybe you can help also. Kabalo ma'am, inyo lang ang iset.
Ano sa setting, sir?
Ha?
Setting sa data.
Naara na sa setting.
Okay, sa which student is
Okay, last two. Sige, let's try to one. Okay, I'm curious also about this one. I've been hearing about 6th industrial revolution na daw ko nataran, sir, but I'm not sure, Philippines, 4th pa ta, ayaw pa ta sa 6. Anyway, ganun na siya. Ayaw ko lang mabaraling. Okay. So let's just say nakay kuan. Nakay article. And then you need to summarize it right away. Okay, copy paste. I need to summarize an article and relate how it will affect and job as a staff in a university. So this is the article and then summarize na niya para nimo and with the context and how it will affect your job as a staff in the university. Okay, taas siya pero wala na siya kay time. Ganahan ka makita sa unsa boy. Pinakaunod. Make it short and show me what is the unod of the article. Summary. So, yun lang. Wala unod.
Ulot sa baboy.
Okay, I did not expect that one. Sige. So, yeah, no, mura siya. Actually, yes, ma-summarize na niya and then you can get it. No? And then, siguro by kanang you're asked by your boss, hey, tell me what is this about? Or kanang gihatagan ka o memorandum of agreement and then you need to understand it. O ask kay siya niya, ganun yung technical terms. Pwede mo siya input dito, ma'am, and then explain it to me. Avoiding the legal jargons or in layman's term or something yun na. Pwede mo siya i-fit dito para samtang mo as a person nga dili hanas og legal terms. So pwede naman siya. So mo to summarize and then paraphrase. Make it fun, make it chewable ba. Sige. So kanano summary. Let's do the last one. Okay. Last one kay murag hapit na one. So sa iPhone no pwede siya mag-generate og images. So sometimes kailangan to mo make og Facebook post and then wala tayong picture. Yeah, kung ma-search ta sa Google, hindi na ito makita sa pagbayaan. So, dirita, kani siya, example sa Canva, I'm hoping nakamutan familiar sa Canva, and then, okay, nakisalata, so, okay, sa Canva, it's just that you use, kung apply mo Canva, apply mo as a teacher, as a student, and mas nagang privileges. So, kapag kang naibayad, free na siya. Yeah, sige, okay. So, may kunuta ko kayo of Facebook post. And then, dirita sa, atong tuyo is to generate an image naman. So, dirita sa apps. Then, okay, sa apps sa Canva, na-share, kani, pagkitaon ninyo ng Magic Media, and then open. And then you will describe something it's in your mind. Sige, who wants to describe something that's in their mind? Ang required is you need to paint a word picture to the AI para ma-accurately magawas din niya kung unsa yun ang nasa imong una kung sa imong nasganahan.
Barbie doll.
Okay.
Barbie doll. Pink. Pink Barbie doll.
With wings.
To be distributed. To be distributed as raffle draw for my acquaintance party.
Okay. So pagbatay mo medyo marong spelling ko and then na po another AI, it's called Grammarly. It can detect your wrong spelling. Actually, pwede nyo sa, while gadyak mo letter, pwede nyo i-paste dito sa ChatGPT and you ask ChatGPT, please try to correct any errors. Ito niya ipakita yung ever na kay wrong spelling or the particular type. Okay, let's try to create the image. Wait, may result in content that
Barbie may
doesn't
result
meet
in
our
content not
policies.
meet our policies. Don't use word.
Adult. Okay, let's just use adult. Kaya basta na ay copyright ang Barbie.
Yeah.
Sige. So, as you go along, pwede ni mo more na siya generate na result and then na siya pagkadili ka na wala niya nakuha. Hindi mo na sir. Scary man sir. Okay, anyway. Muna siya ang na-interpret sa AI sa ato ang input kanina. Sa Canva ni sir. Sa Canva mo kay medyo sayon siya gamiton. And may other AI tools, Bria AI, and then po Mid Journey. You can use those, but to me, ang pinakasayon nga gamiton is Canva. Kaya na tanan. So, anyway, ka na. So, pwede na to siya i-edit, no? Kung dili pa ka
Beautiful.
beautiful. Yes, kailangan mo siya
Long hair doll.
beautiful.
Long hair.
Filipino looking doll.
Ah,
A beautiful Filipino looking doll.
Maria Clara.
Which wings
Oh,
is your
it's an hour.
Wearing Maria Clara.
Sige, try nato na sir. Anyway, this is the last.
Filipino look, iba sige, gibutan ka.
Bason, mauna to Maria Clara. Oh, di ba? Oh.
So, yun. So, Filipino. So, we probably cannot find this in Google. If bali na itong pinangita, it will take time to search this in Google. But when you're using AI to generate an image from your text, mas dali ka siya.
Singing.
Actually, sir, no AI na.
Na po yung AI niya.
Wait. Let's try to see if na-put delay. Na AI, sir, na text to speech. Sa itong website, wait lang, sir. Text to speech. Sometimes you need to make an advertisement in a voice and then hindi ka confident sa imong voice. Like, parang sa ako medyo tagning kayo katingog and ang kinahanglan sa advertisement is like kanang lalong dyan kayo ba? So, diri ta mamita sa
You can use
naturally, sir,
there's a lot.
there's a free AI. Yes, I forgot I forgot the name of the website. Let's try another one. Sir, hindi na free. Okay.
Oh, that one.
So when it comes to PowerPoint presentation, nakita ko it's in online, but I think it's for actually but you can ask ChatGPT to create an outline of your PowerPoint presentation. Design. Unfortunately, medyo hinay atong internet.
So, dapat PBI ka.
So, yeah, dito. Anyway. Let's see. Tingnan mo. Okay.
Input.
Nasaan yung input service? Kani, okay. Hello. So mo input ka text and then convert.
Oh, tara.
My name is
Lucas.
Russell.
Hindi mo siya
I am a
i-download.
wilderness explorer.
Paminaw ra.
So atong
Play.
gigamit na voice is si
Ana, bae. Okay na.
Hello, my name is Russell, and I am a wilderness explorer. Hello, my name is Russell, and I am a wilderness.
Okay, so mo input na ka og text and then you can choose from this free versions kung unsa na names. Or actually you can choose this one. So the convert.
Hello, my name is Russell, and I am a wilderness explorer. Hello, my name is Russell, and I am a wilderness explorer. Hello, my name
Feedback mo siya na. Sige. So, yes, you can see na pwede siya sa AI. For example, you're making a video and then it's for an advertisement. You can input your text in their text box and then you will generate voice. That's how you use it. There are sa Canva, sir, I have not found yet, but wala pa na ako nasulyan, but I think there is. Try to check it now. They usually have new things there sa ilang apps. Feel free to explore. Anyway. So there are a lot of AI tools there, sa Canva. Yes, you can use all of this. Try to explore lang kung unsay yung function and kung unsay yung use para sa inyo. And actually kaning bag uban ani is new to me also. So wala ko naka-explore jud ani tanan. Yes, by the way, sa Siliman University, you can use your student Edu account maka-access mo sa one as an educational institution. Kapag tatag mo as a teacher, tagan siyang free image. Student Edu ito na naka-open scan ba para mas tagan siyang free features. If this is for gibutan niyo dito for business, tagan yung features nga naka-lock it's for payment. So, yeah, any more questions?
Nice.
So, yes, sir. Hindi na dito mag-issue ito. Una-una kung saan yung natatangil. Yes, actually, especially during enrollment times, maganda gana. So, pwede yung mag-chat. So, of course, to make things easier, yeah, sometimes magsalit na lang po, so medyo mawala na ang brain power pa. Yeah, so balance lang. Oo, yes, ma'am. So still, lagi akong siya human input, although ang grammar and the structure of the email, nalagyan sa akin. Yes, we put
At least example kayo. Like all those like 7 days.
Thanks, that's it for now for my part. Let's give back the floor to the commercial.
Thank you, Raj. Okay, before we will end, I just have to give this, no, some tips and tricks. We just have to make sure that it can really increase productivity and we can get what we want from generative AI. We mentioned that proper inputting, there is still critical thinking. Kaya magununa man gyapon ka, what to input, dili man pwede mingon na kang provide me this and you don't have input, no? You still have to think. Siguro when it comes to reference, the reference is for the content. The reference is just a reference. You will not serve that or the content provided by ChatGPT will only serve as a reference, not just your own. Now, just to answer on the question, so really matama that right na you just have to declare that you are using ChatGPT in doing this. That's the number one consideration. Of course, you will not do that if naghimo ka thesis, naghimo ka, no? You will not do that. That is why we are telling our students that that should not be done. No, nga, naghimo ka introduction that all are taken from ChatGPT. No? But you can say, you can still take write and drop, like what demonstrated by Russell. I am going to respond to this, and this is my draft. Improve my grammar. So prompt like improve for clarity, improve the grammar. Kung may na improve the grammar na iyang check. Dili na siya mo improve, dili na siya mo dugang and everything. Let's demonstrate, no? For example, I'll stop this na lang para I can demonstrate the instruction. Okay. So for example, dear Dean Marshall, I am sorry I am absent today due to headache. Know that know that I am checking also email. No? So for example, that one. Before you will do that one, my first tip to you is be clear and specific. Okay? Provide clear and specific instructions to ChatGPT to get the desired result. If your initial request is ambiguous, you can use a follow-up prompt to clarify or provide more context. Provide more context. What does it mean? What I'm trying to say with that is, you tell, paila-ila sa, you have to inform ChatGPT who you are to provide context. I am a secretary. I am sick. I am emailing to absent to my boss. Nabangi ko in English. Joke lang na. What else? No? Ano lang, paila-ila sa lang. Okay? And then, suggest na siya. This is what I meant that be clear and specific. You inputted only information. Wala kay instruction. Wala sa kabalo. Kung sa iyang ihatag nimo. So, ang pinakadool kay iyang ihatag to you is nag-compose na siya. But your intention is not let him compose or not GPT to compose, but nagpaila-ila lang ka. So, akong kulang ato is, I should say, just learn this. Okay? So, just learn this, ayan. Then you are writing na, musulat na ka, that is the time that I will, this is my draft. This is my draft. Okay? Here, sir. I Sorry, I'll be absent due to FA. I am still checking email. I will see my doctor later. Okay, so this is my draft. We'll just do that. And then give specific and clear instruction. Improve grammar. You will see the difference. Improve grammar. Kaya improve is only the grammar. So dear sir, I hope this email finds you well. I am writing that I will unable to blah blah blah. If we will say improve for clarity. Improve for clarity with respect. Enter. So taas na siya, no? I hope this email finally puts you in good health. I'm writing to inform you that regrettably, I am unable to present work today. Ngayon na inyong yun. Ngayon na dahil okay ko ang hilanap na. So this is only my examples that the number one is be clear and specific. Okay? Be clear. You can see the difference. If akong instruction lang is improve the grammar, grammar gina siya. Okay? Look at that. Simply hold the grammar. Kung sa imuhang gi-input. But if I said improve for clarity, then gudahan pa dyan na po with respect. Okay, so I hope this email find you well, and then I want to refer you. Huh?
You can say like a Marshall, severe negative.
Okay, so that's be clear and specific, no? Because that is very necessary. Second, experiment with pranks. Meaning, you don't kuan ba nga kung mauna na iyang yakag, mauna gid na. You try, you can regenerate, add more input. Okay? Akong ingnon nga, OA na. OA na siya. I don't like it. I don't like it. Make it more informal. Tanaw na to. I never use that, of course, but let's just try. Okay. Hey, heads up. I want to be able to work today because of an accident. Hey, no need to worry though. I'll still be checking my email. Okay. What else? Thanks for understanding. I got the point. So you experiment your prompt. Prompt ang tawag ng input in layman. You experiment until mugawas ang gusto nimo nga, and then it will represent what you want. This is what I said. Validation and contextualization is very important. Dili pwede nga unta na diretso diha copy and paste. Okay. Another one is use system messages. You can use a system message at the beginning of the conversation to set the AI behavior. For example, you can say, you're a historian, or mo to akong among example ninyo. I am secretary working in physical therapy department. I am 40 years old, female, girl, with curly hair, beautiful. No, seriously, you can do that. So because the more information you will feed, the more it can give a more contextualized and more responsive and appropriate response. Okay? What next? Break down complex queries. Dili pwedeng this is my kuan, gihilantan ko, mo respond ko og email. After sa respond og email, mo tawag ko niya, and libog na siya. No, all you have to do is to put that into chunks. No? Learn little by little. For example, katong gibuhat ni Russell for free version account, dito siya pwede kay taas. And yung buhaton nato is half. This is the first half of my report. This is my second half of my report. Make a summary of the two tables. Break it down. Okay? Or pwede ko maingon, this is the first half of the table. Make a summary. This is the second half of the table. Make the summary. And then, pag humana, make a summary of the two tables. Okay? So, break down complex queries. Another, ask for example. If you're looking for specific examples or scenarios, you can ask the AI to provide examples that illustrate the concept or idea. For example, public governance, ano sa tingin mo type?
Local governance.
Local governance. Nag-type si ma'am ang local governance. Ingon lang siya, what is local governance? Umutay kag local governance, broad yun na iyahang ihatag. The general definition of local governance. Okay? If you notice also, kung siya hint, tagaan gali mo or namin makita nga document, nga naka-bullet na siya, una ginan, ay, murag ChatGPT ni kay. ChatGPT will always give you bulleted type. Okay? So, among buhaton ana is like this. Don't give me in bullet list. Provide in paragraph. You can also say only 100 words. So, tanaw na to. He's not good actually in counting. So, local governance is the administration and management of blah, 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 and so on and so on. Okay? So, make sure that, okay. Examples. So, local government is the administration and management of specific geographic area, typically at a sub-national level. You don't understand this? Explain further. Explain further. Give examples from a Filipino perspective. Filipino perspective. Let's see. In the context of the Philippines, local governance is a system with blah, blah, blah. Give example. Okay. More example, please. More examples. This time in bullet. In bullet. 3 only. So, barangay governance, di po sa Butato. Barangay governance. And then municipal services and the provincial disaster response. Things like that. Okay, so you can ask for more examples because remember, trained data lang ni sila, mukuha lang ni what is the most probable information. And if you want to further explain, you can also explain further. Give me more, something like this and that. Okay? What is next? Correct and iterate. If ChatGPT does not provide the output you're looking, you can correct it specifying what you want. Okay. Now, yung mga cases na ChatGPT, okay, summarize this in 10 words. Hindi kayo siya from 10 June. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said 10. Not 11. Apologies for the extra word. Here, a 10-word summary. Philippine local governance, mayor services is after response, Lord policies, community, sobra gyapon, engagement. Still you don't understand me. Still you don't understand my instruction. I said 10 words. Why is it still in 11 words? 10 only. Let's try. Mayor services, disaster response, tailored policies, community engagement in local governance. Di ko niya kaya ang 10 because of your content. Still, It's 11 words. Why? I apologize. Balik siya. Mayor service disaster response, tailor policies in Philippines local government.
Then again.
10 again siya. Word. What I'm trying to demonstrate is you just have to correct until it will give you what you want. Okay, next. Utilize context. You can refer back to previous messages in a conversation to provide context for the AI. This helps maintain continuity and coherence in the conversation. If you notice, in your AI, you will see on your right, on your left rather, those are your conversation. If as much as possible, you group your conversation into one concept, one topic of discussion. Kaya para continuous siya. For example, kani about nag-local governance ta, about the report. So maglibog siya. Actually, dili gid pud siya maglibog. But you just have to make sure, ang nindot man good, if nakabutang na siya, for example here, schedule for teachers. I experimented this, no? So, schedule for teacher. And then, naghimo ko. Nakasave na siyang daan. Ako ni siyang balikan. Ako ni siyang assign teacher 1 as Dr. Marshall. Paano ha? I created this morning. No, this morning. So, assign teacher 1 as Dr. Marshall. Let's see if makarecall pa ba siya. Certainly, teacher 1 can be assigned to math. You can use the schedule provided earlier with teacher 1. What is that schedule? What is that schedule? I cannot anymore locate. I have no time. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Naka-create siya. In this schedule, Dr. Marshall, teacher 1, teaching on both Monday and Saturday, while the other teachers have expected classes on the other day. Oh, hindi
I-result siya na lang, yan na naman pa siya, automatic save.
Oh, real time na siya, sir, nga mo save. Okay? Kaya scheduling, very helpful na siya. Provide constraint. So, again, butangan na itong mga limitation. If you have specific requirements or constraint, you can mention them explicitly. For example, please provide a concise response, avoid using technical jargon. You can say, I am a Filipino. You can say, make it more, kato akong parang ganyan ng example, make it more less formal. No? You can even say, make this script like I am rapping. No? Mas layan na to. Kasi iyahang ihatag. Akong balikan tong sick leave. Okay. Make rewrite my email like I am rapping. What was that? Rap? Ang spelling mo? Oh, yo, boss, listen up. Got a feel the news? I'm getting sick. Get the headache loose. I'll be checking it. So, your understanding means the world to me, respected the support. Pwede po kami iwan of rewrite this like a poem dedicated to my boss. To my boss, this verse I write. In sickness, I must take my time. A pounding headache grip my day. In bed, I'm forced to sadly stay. Tawagan mo siguro kasi kung boss dahil. Sigurado ka.
Ilang time sa tayo. Pulso nakakapit. Convulsion guy.
Ako nag-convulsion, nagdidig ko siguro kayo. No? So provide constraint. No, no. So to avoid jargon. 10. Experiment creatively. Explore using ChatGPT for brainstorming, creative writing, or generating ideas. You can create dialogue between fictional characters, write product description, or simulate your conversation. For example, what I'm trying to say with that is like this. I my boss wanted me to make an announcement on Facebook. Example lang, because Dr. Russell is na-share content daan, no? This one is naghatag mangayon ang tag suggestion, no? Provide me yeah. Okay. Provide me an outline of my post. Okay? My audience are the general public. Okay? Suggest a description. Gana, title, update, brief, absence. Update, absence, body, announce the reason. Oh, not about my leave of absence. It's the announcement because we're in the same chat box. So ChatGPT thought what you have typed is the same context katong na sakit ka. Di ba? Not about my leave of absence. This is another topic. Huh? So, nag-provide na siya. Tama naman siguro. So, begin with captivating opening sentence to grab the audience attention. Address your audience in a friendly and inclusive manner. So, mayatag siya ni mo guideline. So, di man siya kabalo. Begin with captivating opening sentence. Na, di ko kakasabot, di copy. Anang na siya. And then, tulatan na lang, Bibi. Tulatan na lang. So, engaging opener start. Huwag yapon siya kasabot. So, ayun na lang ka. Formulate a captivating opening sentence to grab the audience attention. So, get ready to embark on extraordinary journey. You get my point? Clear, specific, precise, provide restrictions, provide limitations, experiment on input until it can provide you what you want. Okay, then be mindful of biases. In summary siya, while ChatGPT is a powerful tool, it might sometimes generate bias or inappropriate content. Kung sabi siya, if ang content are simply produced by the Western or produced by in the US or in the European context, it may create bias to Filipinos, no? Or you're making content for countries who are countries that very high into political discussions and etc. So ang iyang content kinuha naman na siya sa web. So imo gina siyang check. Murag lahi na giniihang gi-create kay murag dili din siya pang silingan. No? So you have to make sure that is not biased. What you can do is again always input with your biases. You will say, be respectful. Your sentence should be gender fair. Okay? That your choice of words, no, your choice of words are not politically inclined and has meaning to politicians, something like that. Still part of your persuasion to avoid the bias. And then stay ethical and responsible. So use it ethically and responsibly, especially in sensitive or important context. So in other words, dapat huna-huna ta. Okay? Dapat nagagikan na jud gihapon nato ang unsay ato ang gusto. Dili pwedeng ay kimo na copy and paste then on the dayon. Okay, so familiarize yourself with update. You need to know when to ma-error, Like for example, katong gipakita ni Russell na error because it's too long. Sometimes katong when I discuss 11 words iyang nahatag. So you have to account. You have to count really. You have to check. You have to validate because naay mga lapses, especially in terms of vision. If you will ask me, sir, kaya niya isang mga sine, cosine, yes, kaya niya. I experimental. Kaya niya ng mga scientific algorithm, ang mga ingana, mga log, etc. Kaya niya. But you really have to check. Okay, sometimes, especially kung clearing ang instruction, the information given is not the same. Makalinaw siya. Okay, approve dayon ang sick leave. Okay, so that's ChatGPT, just experiment. Maurigin na siya, just experiment, use it ethically and responsibly. Ang pinaka-importante is the main idea is coming from you. You just use ChatGPT to improve what you have created. Especially the scheduling. Kung ano ginagawa scheduling, kay very, very helpful na siya. Because ChatGPT also can weigh priorities. For example, minun ka, this is the activities of my boss. Priority 1 niya is to attend ani nga welcome remarks, 5 minutes. 5 minutes and then walk na siya. Inana ba? Make a schedule that is easy for mobilization. Ata bench. Okay? Okay na? Teachers GPT. I hope our online can we take our file documents on AI? It's automatic, sir. Automatic. It's actually on the side. You will say real time. Save actually save ang conversation ninyo because you can refer it back. For the free version, I think only the first 30 ang inyuhang makita. But if you will go to the paid version, it's unlimited. But there's no need to go to the paid version because at our level, ginagmay naman ang atuang ginagamit. It's more of what? Again, kaya ni ChatGPT kaya niya ang translation just like this. I think napakita na to ni Russell napakita na ni Russell ang Bisaya. So so for example, your Chinese client, for example, for your Chinese client, let them type or how to pronounce something. Let's say, kumusta ka, apoy na. Translate this in English, Japanese, Chinese, Malay, German. So English, how are you? Tired already? So Japanese, Genke, blah blah blah, the Chinese, the Malay, the German, etc. So it can also translate. Sometimes we receive email or documents. Yung ginana, no? Mungita pa kang translator who can read, you can also. Okay? The only problem with any generative AI, there is no emotion into this. That is why, dili po ka pwede maingon nga. Atong balikan tong sick leave. Okay. About my, that one. About my email, okay, appear that I am very sad. Dear boss, I hope this message finds you well. It is with a heavy heart that I write to inform you that I am unable to come to work today. I am not feeling well, and this situation fills me with sadness. I'll do my best to stay connected via email, but I must apologize for any disruption. Happy. Okay. Make it appear that I am happy that I am sick. Just try. I trust this find you well. I'm writing to share some good news. So I won't be able to make it work today. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, and surprisingly, I could not be happier about it. Okay, so this unexpected break offers a chance to recharge, catch up on some well-earned rest. Or na kay email, and you wanted to know how to reply to that email. Oh, let's try. Let's just try. I'll copy this one. I'll copy this one, and then I am a boss. My staff emailed this to me. I am very angry. I am very angry because she is happy that she's sick. She is sick. This is the letter. Okay, this is the letter. Help me formulate a response or draft. Ganito una to. Draft a response to that email. Appears that I am very, very angry. But still diplomatic. Let's just try. I hope this email finds you well, despite the unexpected situation you've mentioned. I read your message. I must admit that I am somewhat taken aback by your seemingly cheerful outlook in the face of your illness. While I appreciate your positive attitude, I'd like to remind you that taking sick leave is a serious matter. It should be approached with genuine concern for your well-being. It's crucial that you prioritize your health, etc. Okay, let's just try. Make it short. Make it short
Yeah.
because that's very long. So I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I must emphasize that taking leave and so on and so on. Okay, so experiment what you want. It should be coming from you because it's gonna be easy because you should know that the content improved by generative AI is really coming from me. And that it's gonna be easy to get contextualization and appropriateness because it was you who created. Unlike if igo ra ka moingon og ingon ani. Make an email that I am sick. Totally different. Okay? Kana siya, mikuha na siya sa idea because we give already a first input, right? But let's just try another new chat. Another new chat. And then igo ra ka moingon diretso og formulate a policy about borrowing books. Library policy and etc. Complete and so on and so forth. The generic policy. Okay, but just add. It's very generic. But if you will say, Kato, I am a librarian. I am from Iliman University. We are doing transformative project and so on. And provide na siya of another revise the policy you suggested. It should follow on the framework of FU's vision, mission, and goals. And I can provide. So mission, the Silliman University Library committed to fostering a dynamic learning environment that supports the mission of academic excellence and blah, blah, blah. So we envision that. Example, you don't understand library membership. So, wala po na siyang ingon na provide examples of library membership. Enter. Pag-enter, so library membership can take various forms, such as academic library membership, student, faculty, alumni, and so on and so. Oh, dali lang yun. Kind of decision making, I tried this also experimenting. You wanna buy something, and then kung sa imuhang ganahan, and then for example lang, limited imuhang budget. I have 1,000. If you wanted to buy this kind of brand, but medyo luag na ako gamay, but I don't like. I like also this brand, pero version common na, etc. Suggest what is best to buy. Kung suggestion. Just have to make sure that you input all your reference and your assessment. Kung magamara sa rubrics ba? Kay rubric. Okay, so basically that's the end of the workshop that will help us for all the staff, relevant for all the staff, and making sure that this is relevant. So well, just heart of education, but we always tell that it is very important also to have human touch in all the things that we do in our office. No? And then together we can embark all of these, not only for teachers, but as well as for all of us in the staff. Why we embrace generative AI? Because again, we mentioned already that we want to make sure to be relevant to the kind of clientele which is our education. So that's all for this afternoon.
So at this point, may I request for our online participants to switch on your camera if your connectivity allows you. So we will have a photo opportunity. Okay.
So you can use that account even if you are at your home because your chat GPT account is connected to your email. So email ulit siya. So if natin yung computer nakabutang na daan sa chat GPT, every time you will even EX na close, automatic na ano siya.
Okay. I think
Okay.
our
Tayo mga question from the online participant.
before we taking the photo opportunity, do you have a questions or clarifications
Can we save
regarding
yes, ako natubag na, no? Na-save real time na siya, but for the free version, it can only save, I think, up to 30. Approve na dahil ng 60. Okay, Sir Fred, wala na yung question, Sir Fred.
none, sir? No more questions.
Sir, pero ako
Okay, so I think we're ready for the photo opportunity. Okay. So for our online participants, we will for our online participants and then our in person. So we will have a photo opportunity. Okay, I think for our in person, they are we have here. Okay, so okay. So ready for our online participants, ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Again, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. Thank you. At this point, so I would like to share my screen regarding how to get your certificate of participation in this upskilling session. So you can scan the QR code, okay? So in that case, it will lead you to your Our Soul portal. So again, we use the automatic generated of the certificate. So make sure you already have your your Our Soul account, because Our Soul account is intended for SU staff and then lifelong learners. So here, if you don't have your Our Soul account, so what does it mean? So you need to sign in our Soul portal. So I will just copy the URL for our Soul. So this will be the creation of your Our Soul account. So again, this is very important because for Silliman University staff and lifelong learners, we will use the Our Soul portal in in making announcement regarding the upscaling session for the first semester. So you need to create your Our Soul portal. So you have the username. So username, this is in lowercase, like letters only for this part. And then your password. So you should have 1 digit, 1 lowercase, and then 1 uppercase, and 1 alphanumeric characters. You need to sign in, and then you have your email address, your SU email, and then you have first name and then your surname and the necessary fields. You need to create your account. After you fill out this particular form, as displayed in the Zoom chat box, so that's oursoul.su.edu.ph/LMS. After that, you can get the email confirmation coming from your email. So, but in that part, so it is under spam email. So you need to get the validation from your email, and then you need to confirm it. And then once you've done confirming those particular email, then you can directly go to this portal. So here, so you will go here in our Soul virtual office. So this is the official virtual office for SU staff and for the lifelong learners. So all you need to do is just basically uh, click click the upscaling program, and then here we have the list of the upscaling, and then now you can download the certificates. But this moment, so don't worry, because we will email you the process in how to get your certificate. So do you have questions or clarifications in getting your certificate of attendance? So here I already add for this part. I already for our online participants, I already add Sir Bernie, Mom Georgie, and then I already have Mom Dandal. So for the rest, I would like to request that you should create your Our Soul account first. again, because it is time overtime now, 5:31. So don't worry because I will email you the process and how to do it. So thank you very much for attending this upscaling session.